Hi viewers, I'm Jane, the ultimate Filipina. Today's entertainment episode is to appeal to you that you are never obligated to a Filipina or responsible for his prosperity unless she is your wife or has your child. Another reason is if you had her quit her job to spend more time with you for dating, cohabitation, or something between. Let me give you my definition of obligation and only prosperity before I continue. The foreigner's obligation is a foreigner's voluntary or involuntary obligation of duty and responsibility to a Filipina he feels beholden to. When a foreigner is morally or legally bound to a particular commitment, promise, or agreement, it's his obligation to follow through on it. Only prosperity is a foreigner being responsible for and providing flourishing, thriving, good fortune, economic security, and successful social status to a Filipina. Unless you are legally bound to a Filipina by law or cause and effect responsibility, don't feel sorry or guilty about not supporting or stopping support to a Filipina. My reasons are simple. 1. If the situation was reversed and a Filipina had a resource, finance, and economic prosperity, do you think she would spend her money on a foreigner and not her family? No way. And she would be insulted if you request her support and block you immediately once you ask. All that love she professes to have for you would end immediately and no recovery is forthcoming. 2. Filipina prefer foreigners because in order to escape poverty and not live on the edge day by day, a foreigner is the best option. If a foreigner cannot improve her social status or well-being, she sees no value in him. Therefore, she closes her mind, emotions, and affections without hesitation or consideration to him. You would be surprised and amazed how quickly she would turn her back on you and have no regrets or remorse. 3. Transactional exchange is the impetus of age gap relationships and the name of the game. You get young booty and she gets to clean and drain your pockets. It's a silent agreement that is perpetuated on the premise that age doesn't matter and it's real love. Try finding real love with a young Filipina if all you only bring to the table is erectile dysfunction and a chronically sick and bad conditioned body. See how far that gets you in her life. 4. You are only the price to a Filipina when Filipino men's lack of responsibility and accountability for their kids, her family, and her welfare and well-being are non-existent. You are the only viable option available, and it's not a preferred one. She forced herself to love, adore, admire, and to want you. If there were other options, she would drop you in the rankings like a losing basketball team. All the flatter and I love you pretense and an Oscar-winning act of affection, and sooner than it began. Don't fall for it because you will lower your credibility and dignity. Don't fall for the sympathy or empathy card. Take my advice and always put your retirement, welfare, and well-being, safety, life, and security above a young single Filipina mom, widower, or anything else in between. You didn't retire to the Philippines to be a money tree for any Filipina. I have included in the video description the classic song Everybody Plays the Fall Sometimes with lyrics by the main ingredients for your listening pleasure. I'm Jane, the ultimate Filipina, wishing you an ultimate day, an ultimate life in the Philippines. Take care. Bye.